Either I got hit harder than I thought, or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet. So what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? It'd make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll. Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a terramorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand... Other than a remorseless killing machine.
Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart, and their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock, or toys. They're creatures without people. I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant security system. The admin terminal's here in this... But if you can make it... Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there, and make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample. Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Oh, hello? I wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is.
Seeing a meat packing facility from the inside is starting
connected
to
to
make me
this
feel
network.
like I should switch to...
There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
System offline.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
The security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you can avoid it. The kill lanes, they're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the Terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Power levels insufficient. Proceed to next power breaker. Weapon group online. Additional power required. Weapon group activated. Stand clear. System rearm failed. Additional
Another loser? It's a miracle we were able to bring that thing down. At least we avenged the deaths at the colony.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a Terramorph! I'm not too proud. Thank you for saving my ass. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Wonder where this will all lead. Until later.
Older model. Okay, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics? Nothing. Maybe a flag scan? No. Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this Terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But Terramorphs? They're different. Two are not. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, Terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? That seems... which means Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research, but we also need to get this sample properly analyzed. Get confirmation on just how concerned. Luckily, I think I know just the person. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? Yeah, I'd do it myself, but... Plus, clear it with your You can even show... Oh, you don't know. I need I'm not sure. There's a plate, and... Now please, go. I wish I had more information on Percival.
Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. So, were you eating at the Sage Brook? Or is it just a quick snap from the Terra Brew?
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard.
Look who's back.
Contact
A
me if
terror?
interested.
What?
We'd all appreciate it.
How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers? You killed a terramorph on your first mission. If I could be frank for a moment, holy shit. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious hazard pay on this one. But, if none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering the sample? I really need to know what happened out there. A researcher. Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War and was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. I'm sure she doesn't list it at the top of her resume. But considering her... Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef. I'll make sure you've got the proper Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. Now, if there wasn't anything else...
Where to next?
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Drive. Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's it going to run? There are no other...
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping
keeps asking if I can help him out with something, but I just don't have the time.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch... to this dusty red rock. We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it.
This here is the most important work in the galaxy.
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
If you notice any of the mines exhibiting worrisome behavior, feel free to let me know.
It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to her.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped. I imagine this is how Earth's very first astronauts felt when they stepped out onto their moon.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority tradition. I invested in it. But then, I presume them... But... They were all devils. Red devils. I presume a number of them served alongside Dr. Walker. Bonds forged in battle and all that.
Caution. Subterranean particle